Hello, all you crafty people. This is Lisa, Paper Lace and Bling. Okay, so I did tell you that I had this folder. It's Seen Better Days, and it's got all of my recipes in it that I like to do for parties. Well, it doesn't have all of them. There is another one that's just like this with more. So yeah, I have either made these or had them, like I had a kids corner. I was in charge of a kids corner at church one time, so I've got a lot of things, you know, kid stuff too, making stuff, you know, doing stuff that kids can do. But I kind of want to separate all of this out and have it for, you know, a little better. I got some in this book. I've got some in the other folder. Some of them are, you know, on pieces like this. And then I've got some that are actually on cards. And then copy paper. It's just, you know, it's all kinds of stuff. Some of this is super old, like from my mom's book. And so, yeah. So I need to do something different, and I want this to be prettier too. I mean, I'm a crafter. I can make anything I want, right? We can make anything we want. If we put our mind to it, it can be done. So, by gosh, by golly, I'm going to make myself some kind of recipe, not necessarily a recipe book, but it's going to be holding my recipes. But I also want it to be able to hold like a pad of paper that I can do my party planning on and things like that. Because I'm pretty sure that we're going to have a Christmas party again this year. And last year, it took forever for me to sift through all of my stuff. So I've decided this is one of the bonus pages from the October kit from Dreamszetc, etc. The kit itself, I think, oh my gosh, I never even wrote it down. I think it's called like pumpkin spice. But it's her newest one. So if you go to dreamszetc.com, you'll find it. But anyway, okay, so I have this, I think is going to be my cover page. But as I'm looking through these things, you know, these are really nice pockets, okay? They're going to be nice pockets for like the recipe cards. So I would like to use these. So these are, this is my really bad ruler, but these are 5 3/4. So if I were to take an 8.5 by 11 sheet and fold it in half, that's only going to be 5 1/2, and these are 5 3/4. So that's kind of a difficult size, but we can make it work. Let's see, and I have 2, 4, 6 of them. Okay, so I think I will do like 3 pages that can have pockets. And then these things I will cut out, but more than likely I'm not going to really use them. But I will cut them out and put them in my stash of stuff. Where I keep my extra ephemera, extra words, and things like that. However, I'm not saying I'm not going to use any of them. But I definitely am going to use the recipe cards and the pockets. And I will be using the, these are the bonus pages. There were 6 of those. Super cute. And I'm going to definitely use the journal pages. And there's 10 of those. And I'm thinking that that's probably going to be enough. So that's 16 pages right here. And then the cards. What to make it out of, right? Okay, that's kind of the next thing. Now, I just grabbed, this is a hanging file folder, and it's actually a pretty nice one. But it's not super thick. But you know, these are usually a good weight to them. So, and across here is, well, say 9 1/4. It's in between 9 1/4 and 9 3/8, which is 2 4 5 16ths. So 9 1/4. These, I believe, are 10 across. Okay. And I don't know that I want to use these for envelopes. I was thinking I would just use them. But, yeah. So, see, this is 13 all the way across. So, if I fold these up, I have 6 1/2, and that 5 3/4 pocket. Yeah, sorry. I raked today in my yard, and I raked yesterday in my yard. I am trying to get a good sizable bunch of leaves in my garden to help kill the, to help kill all the weeds that are in it. So a lot of raking, getting those leaves, and then my husband brings the tractor around and I rake them into the scooper, and then he dumps them in, and then I go and, you know, once we've done a big section of the yard, I go in and kind of see where we're at. I'm leaving it about, 12 inches deep. This is dry, unpacked leaves, because I imagine as soon as it rains, snows, whatever, it's going to go down. So, you know, that, oh my gosh, my stomach muscles are screaming at me. So I took a half of a muscle spasm. Not a muscle relax. It's for spasms, for muscle spasms. Like, because, oh, they are just screaming at me. So I'm sorry if every once in a while I have to stop, because it was like, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, anyway, I was told that it is absolutely normal and not to worry about it. So I am not, and they said that, you know, at this point, I'm not going to be tearing things or anything like that. It's all healed. I just have to build up my muscle strength and stuff again. So there we go. So I think, what do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4 of these, and if I use this as a cover, okay, so I can totally use this as a cover, and I can square this around and do just fine cutting that down. And I like this color, the dark blue, with all of this. I think that's pretty nice, right? Okay, so here I am with my Stampin' Up, trying to figure out what it is that I'm going to do. How am I going to attach the pages? Do I want to sew them on? Do I want to do a hidden hinge type system? See, now the way that these are going to fit, however, is going to be a problem because all of these are landscape. All of these. Now, if I did my book going this way, and I totally can. You can do anything you want, people. Anything you want. Do you hear me? We can do anything we want. I cannot do it this way though, because it will not give me 5 3/4, because this is, right, this is 10 across, so it will only give me 5 inches to fold it that way. And I want my book to definitely be longer than that. But I certainly can do it this way. And I can leave these open on one side. This would go on a hinge, and then it would be open here. What would I want to do? Would I want to slide things this way, or would I want to slide things this way? And if I do this, is this that I want to use for my cover, it's going to be too short. But it does have this little piece here, and spatula. Let's see, even though it's got holes in it, let's see. These are nice too. They've even got them numbered, because you know sometimes you were putting those little plastic things in, and if you were in the center, you would like, oh, is it these two or is it these two? You know, which ones? But these are numbered. I mean, women must have come up with this one. Men did not design this one, women did. That's right, babies. I said it. Okay. And it is very well glued down. There we go. Up. There we go. All right. Okay. And then this can come right up. So, is that going to make it long enough? Just, yeah, but you know, it's kind of going to fight against this natural curve that it has in here. But this is, I do have this on a 65-pound maybe. But what I could do is on the inside, I could definitely put some cardstock on this. Maybe some of this. I've got some of this heavy duty, which is not really heavy duty. Yeah, but that is one. I could do, excuse me, cardstock. Oh, now I'm yawning. I just ate, so I know I'm not hungry. So I could do cardstock, and that would definitely help it out. So I could do that on the inside, and I don't need the whole sheet. All right, so see, this is where I'm bringing you guys along. I don't know if you're interested in this or not, so just move on if you're not interested. But this is kind of how I figure out what I'm going to do. Okay, so I've got 10 inches across. So I am going to, right here, go 1, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And they are 6.5 down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. And then we're just going to kind of come across at the halfway mark. So that is my page. My spine is going to be here. And this totally works for me. Now I do have where I will have a pocket in the front. And I will have a pocket here for cards. And let's see. Well, oh, here we go. Ah! Okay. I am trying to find one of the recipe cards. So there's plenty of room for the recipe cards. Yeah. Plenty of room for the recipe cards to be stuck into a pocket. I could even tuck this under. Yeah, I could even do that and just bring my papers down a little bit. So that would work. And if I had every one of those, so the front of each page, so I guess I'm going to do it 4 pages. The front of each page is going to have a big pocket here. And then I'll flip it, and I can actually do one of the little pockets here. What did I say? 2, 4, 6. I've got 6 of the pockets. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I've got 6 of the pockets. So really, I only need 3 pages. So that'll work. And then what else am I going to have? Because I can put, if I close both of these up, I can have other things in there, but you can't see what they are. So to me, that's really not helpful. I would much rather have like a whale tail or something and just say, okay, you know, this is my appetizers. And then, you know, main dishes and desserts. Because that's really at parties, is you have, you know, you have some appetizers, you have some things that are a little heavier. You know, finger foods kind of thing that it's a little more like a meal. Where the appetizers are, you know, you'll have meats and cheeses, or maybe, you know, maybe some seafood, like a little shrimp, something. When I give a party, I give a party. You will not go home hungry. My mother taught me well. You will not go home hungry. And by gluing these together, it's going to give me some good, you know, some good thickness. But I think I will also be able to take like a half of a page this way. Where this is open pocket. And so then I can put, yeah, so I think that would be nice. I think that would be nice. Okay, so I have my 10 by 6, my spine. I'm going to glue front and back together. Tuck in flap. And so that's that. So I am going to want some sort of tag. And this tag, the way it sits right now, 3/4 of an inch. So I will want the cover. Okay, so from here to here is 10 inches. I'm going to put a little 10. And from here to here is 6.5. All right, so I want another 3/4 of an inch to the top. So that'll add to this one to be 7 1/4. And here I'm going to put, because you always do your horizon number first, and then you do your vertical number second. So from left to right is going to be, I think 10 1/4 is about all I'm going to get. Let me double check that. Flip her around. Well, it's actually 10 1/2. So, but I think I only, I think it will be good to cut off this that has this heavy glue on it. So I think I'll just go for 10 1/4, or to go straight across, we got 10 1/4 and another 10 1/4 is 20 1/2. So 20 1/2. All right, so that's, but this is just one side of the cover is going to be 10 1/4 by, and we're going to have the 6 1/2 plus 3/4, so plus 0.75, and so that is going to be 7 1/4. All right, so that is our height. This is our width. And that's about it. I mean, that kind of figures all of that out. I know I want titles. I want appetizer. I want main dishes and desserts. Okay. That's about it. So we're going to get this finished off here. Oops, I don't want to tear that side up. This is well glued. This is very well glued. And maybe I can work it this side. Work it, baby. Come on. Once I get it started, it will go fairly easy, I think. I just don't want to really roar down and cut off my nose to spite my face kind of thing. All right, so there we go. And these will be very good for something else. So we're going to hold on to these suckers. True crafters, right? Oh, I'm sure they'll be good for something. Okay, so when we fold this and we put this here, we need 10 1/4. So I am going to cut this with my handy dandy cutter. Put these over here. And we're going to line this up. 10 1/4. Make sure I have it all the way. And there we go. Okay, so that is now our proper size that way. Now we need it to be 7 1/4. So now I'm going to get it there. See how quick and easy that is? So here is my cover. Yay! And I am going to okay. I am going to cut down this center line so that I have 10 1/4 on each side, okay? Because I'm going to put 3 pages in there. If I tried to do that, I would not have enough room. Okay. So now I'm going to take this all the way to the edge on both sides. Make sure that's going to cover that up. And then my handy dandy pencil. How does it end up over there? Okay, and I'm going to cut this. All right, so that will cover from there to there, no problem. Now, I want this to cover from there to here. So I'm basically just getting the inside some extra oomph. Some extra oomph. So this should be the same size. So basically if I cut 10 1/4 by 7 1/4 on my craft. So 10 1/4, 7 1/4. Where are you? 7 1/4. Right there. Why are you acting funky? Why are you acting funky? Because you are not straight. 10 1/4. What happened? Oh, that got cut really bad. Really, really bad. Let's try that again. Okay, 10 1/4. I must not have gotten it straight. All right. Now, 7 1/4. And that should fall right along that line. And it does. So here is the inside of this one. There we go. All right, so let's get some glue going. I'm trying to use this one up. And I hope everybody's gotten their art glitter glue because I think it's a little late now. But I have been telling you for months, trying to remind you. But the Barely Art Glue, you can get that any time of year. Because it isn't damaged. Somehow this glue is damaged if it's frozen. And so, you know, we don't want to have any problems with our glue. But I think they have now stopped sending the art glitter glue. And I'm sorry if you guys were needing me to mention it one more time. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. But, you know, it's not the end of the world. It's not. Okay. So there is my cover, and I can certainly choose to put this towards the spine or this towards the spine, because I think what I'm going to do, because we haven't talked about that yet, but because I need this whole thing to be my cover, I couldn't afford to fold any and give these room that they needed, okay? So I think what I'm going to do is do a hidden hinge type system with a twist, okay? And so that, and this should be a fairly quick process. You know, it doesn't, it doesn't need a lot of decoration in it. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not going to put any. I do want it to be pretty. Do I have any left in here? Just, I think I must be out. Or it's, okay. I guess I'm out, which is fine. I didn't like having two. Come on. Okay. Are you going to work for me? Yes. The only thing is with this little thing, I'm just worried it's going to dry before I get it all on. Get it all on there. Get off. Okay. So with the hidden hinge, now I think you all know what the hidden hinge is, and I think everybody kind of figured out that Kathy Orta, or Kathy King, I'm not sure what she has been remarried and has a different last name now. But that she was the maker of the, I think somebody else fussed at her. Said, no, I made it first. Because I think Kathy wanted to patent it or something. I don't know. But then she made a different hidden hinge. And I guess she patented that. I don't know. All I know is she showed everybody how to do it. So it's fair game. Yes. It's not under lock and key somewhere and you have to be a special friend or member or whatever. She showed everybody. So, okay. We're just going to set this down, line it up. There we go. Oop. Imagine that. I've got random pieces of lace hanging around. Okay, I never did that with this one, but there we go. Okay, cover's done. Now I think I will take another of the, oh, for heaven's sake, this is what I'm using here. This is the Paper Studio Craft Extra Heavyweight. It says it's 110 pound, 300 GSMs. I've got other 110 pound paper that I can't fold like that, so I don't know. I don't know. But this is pretty easily bendable for 110, so I'd say nah. Not really. Not going to be 110 compared to some other things. Okay, so I am going to get out, and the first thing that we're going to do is these pages. No. These pages are the 7 1/4. And that is what I want this to be, 7 1/4. Maybe a titch shorter than 7 1/4. Okay. And then we're going to score. Come on. There we go. So, and I like to use, but where do I have it? Here it is. I like to use my stylus. So it's 11-inch paper. I don't know that we're going to need that much, but I'm going to start with the 11-inch paper, and I'm going to start in the center. And the center is 5 1/2. So there we go, 5 1/2. And I'm going to do the hidden hinge plus system. So no, I can't really do the hidden hinge plus system. What can I do? I can just do the hidden hinge system, and that will be right here. So that's fine. We will do the hidden hinge plus system on something else. So I'm going to go to the 5 in this direction, and I'm going to go to the 6 in that direction. That gives me 1 hinge. All right. Then I'm going to go to 6 1/2, and I'm going to go to 5 1/2. Okay, so that is 1 hinge and 2 gussets. Now I'm going to go to the 7 and the 4, and that's one side of my hinge, and I'm going to go the 7 1/2 and the 3 1/2, and that is 2 hinges, a gusset, and a hinge. Okay, and then the rest of this is going to be available to connect to our covers. All right, so that's what I'm going to do with that. Quick and easy. So one more time, you're gonna score at 3 1/2, 4, 4 1/2, 5, 5 1/2, 6, 6 1/2, 7, and 7 1/2. Boom. Done. That's on an 11-inch side. And this side, oh, and of course, let's see. If you are doing centimeters, this is 28 centimeters long. You're going to go, let's see, 8.9, 10.2, 11.4, 12.7, 14, 15.2, 16.5, 17.8, and 19. So that's your centimeters on the 28 side, and then this direction for centimeters is 18.3. Okay? I hope that works for everybody. Okay, close that up. Put it back in my little spot. I'm trying to have a spot for everything and everything in its spot. Right? Yeah. Okay. Lita, you're so funny. Okay, so we are going to fold this in half, and that is actually our first hinge, and then we're just gonna do the back and forth. Okay, so not right. Sorry, not that way. You're going to, here's our halfway mark right here. Okay, flap that open. Yeah, and pinch the next piece over. So now you have 3 on this side and 3 on this side. Okay. And I am going to, now you can use glue or you can use tape. I need my 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch. Are you my 1/4 inch? I can't see. You are 3/8. I know I just brought a 1/4 inch down and started using it. See, that's another, there it is. 1/4 inch. Yes. Okay. So on the back side, we have our centerpiece, 3 score lines on each side. We're going to flip it over and we're going to put score tape on one side okay, burnish, and we're going to take off the, if you have it on top of the other one, take the bottom one off first. And then kind of give that other one a little burnish. And then get the cover off of that one. And then just fold them together. There you go. So there is our first hinge. Okay? Super easy. Then you're going to, your next hinge you're going to leave alone. The next one you're going to pull up and pinch the next one out to it. So there we go. So we're leaving this one alone, and then we're getting both of those and making a mountain with it. I'm going to put my tape in there, whichever side, but just keep it within the confines of the score lines. All right, burnish. Take the bottom one off first. And boom. And we're going to fold that together. Okay, so now we have 2 of them. So now we're going to do the back one. We leave the next one free. We go to the second score line and we're going to fold it up, making our mountain. I believe I just had another Etsy order. Oh, everybody's been shopping this week. Woo! Okay, so get my score tape. And another one right inside. And pinch that one together. And there we go. Okay. So now we can go ahead and I am just going to put this down around and up. And there's going to be a little section left at the top. and that's okay. We can either choose to cut it off, because we don't need that, or we can leave it, possibly do something with it. I don't know. You know, I at this point, it's not leaving enough to be of any interest. Now, would I prefer to leave it at the bottom? No. I'm probably just going to leave it for right now. Just going to leave it for right now. Okay, so all I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a mark, put my pages on, and make a mark on both sides. And do it on all of them. So I know, don't go past that point with my tape. Okay. And remember to spend a little time with your hidden hinge, getting it to fold one way and then the other. And I just kind of, oh, sorry, you're gonna miss me over there. Hit maximum recording time. Where am I at? I'm at 46, so that's probably pretty good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take my tape and put it on both sides just below the line that I put, so that when I take my pages, they will fit right on. So let me go ahead and do one of them with you, and then I'm going to go ahead and get off, because I think this is a long enough video, and we can just flip it around since that's the way we're going to put it on, and stop just shy of that mark. And you can also put glue on there if you'd like, which I usually do. Just gives me that little added feeling of goodness. Okay, so I'm just going to put, and of course I've left it open too long. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. There we go. So I'm not putting it where the tape is. Okay. And I want to have all of the pages with this to the front. So just make sure you do that. Get it all the way up. Make sure it's nice and flat. See, that is not nice and flat. Onto, there we go. There. Page 1 is on and done. And you guys saw how I did that. You don't want to go all the way down. You do want to stay up above the score line. Okay? But there is our first page up. So just do that 2 more times. And then meet me next time and we will go further into this. Show you how I'm going to attach this to my book and what I'm going to do with all the beautiful papers. And I think if you're going to do like I'm going to do, and I'm going to actually just seal this shut, I think if we go ahead and do that prior to mailing it down, you know, at least part of it, I don't know. It might make it harder. So let's just keep it easy on ourselves, and we can always glue it down afterwards. This way it'll give us a chance to make it find its form. All right? Talk to you later, guys. Thanks for joining me. Bye.